And I'll now pass you over to Mark, who's going to talk a little bit about SEO tips and SEO standards for search engine optimization.
Hi. So we're not going to go deeply into the scope of search engine optimization strategy in today's presentation, but as Christina said, it is important to discuss some of the basic principles. And what we will cover in today's presentation is also some things that you can actually do yourselves to boost your rankings, or just to boost that sort of presence within those social media principles, and just to develop a good footprint in Google and best practices as well. So when you're looking at search engine optimization, the very first thing that you should do is start with an audit. And there's a technical audit, but just even in a general sense, have a look at your website yourself, ask your stakeholders what they see that you're lacking, because obviously your target audience is going to be slightly different. The government obviously is going to be a lot different to a business, but even then, from one location to the next, New Zealand to Perth, what people are looking for and how they're doing it's going to be slightly different. Consulting with experts, we deal with a lot of clients to help them and give them tips on how to boost their presence, but that's one way to get some more information there. And then identifying potential problems and developing solutions. One of the things you can do is Google yourself, or Google your local council or your local government site. See what comes up, and you might straight away identify some problems there. That listings are incorrect or information is there. We do quite a lot with reputation management, so bad reviews, a lot of people slandering political figures, things like that. So dealing with that and actually trying to sort of mitigate some of that is actually part of social media strategy and reputation management as well. In terms of optimizing your site, what you need to really consider is user intent. So what do people want to do when they get to your site, and how they plan on getting there? So if it's a local council, they may want information on events, they may want to know what local resources are available, council minutes, easy access to that, which are, once again, going to be different depending on who is looking for them. But it's really what Google is trying to sort of focus on more even than it has done in the past. In terms of your content, it's very important to be original. So, and Ali will go into this in a bit more detail later, but not copying big chunks of content from other websites when you're writing articles, because Google knows, and you can actually get penalized if you use duplicate content. So, and not just that, but Google likes fresh, unique content. So if you're writing about articles that are happening in your local shire, local area, events, things like that, it's all great, fresh content for Google, and it's going to engage better with your users too. Considering what others say, and this is, Christine was talking about some of the updates with Google. Pigeon is one of the big ones that's focusing on user content, local content, and reviews. You probably noticed when you search in Google now that you'll have a business listing or a local listing, it'll pop up with reviews alongside it, stars, things like that. So it's trying to actually take all those things into account as factors, and it sort of shows reputation as well in the eyes of Google. Things like schema markup, about us pages, so let's just sort of elaborate on that a little bit more. Christina talked about links. So links into your site are really good. Links out don't really do a lot. It's good as a resource for people visiting your site, but in terms of boosting your presence in Google, quality and relevant links into your site really do help. And there's a few ways that you can do that. Looking at local organisations, accredited bodies, other local councils in the same area that might be related to you, people who run your events through, things like that. The more links that you can have coming back to your website, it sort of boosts your overall presence in Google, so that's a very positive thing to do. And one way you can find some of that is to do some searches in your area and just see who comes up. And generally, if their website's coming up near the top, it's going to be a fairly reputable source of information, and it might be something that you want to partner with. You can take that to the next step, and you actually check what Matt Cutts mentioned before, the page rank of the site. And you actually get little add-ons for your browser to actually check what a site's page rank is. And it's a scale of 1 to 10. So the higher the number, the stronger the page rank in the eyes of Google. And the difference between like a 5 and a 6 and a 7 can be a lot. Okay, so that was that in a nutshell.